Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Chaos Before Cosmos. If you guys are new, my name is Carrie. Whew, I'm not even going to keep going with that speech, right? Alright guys, I got all 12 signs for today. We're going to be focused on what you need to focus on right now. Just trying to get this palo going, but it's not. Come on now. Let me get a lighter to it. How are you, Jaden? Hope you're doing good. I've got some daily jazz for you guys as well today. We'll get into that in a sec. Let me just get the palo going. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's so beautiful outside today. I was really tossing up whether I should go stream outside today, but it was just like a little bit too rushed. So, but that's something to look forward to, right? The nicer weather when I can just sit outside and sit in the front yard and channel from all the activity that's going on out there and just enjoy the sunshine. So look, it's nice, right? It's nice. It's a little bit, it's inspiring is what I want to say, right? It's inspiring the weather today. All right. I don't know why I was just about to say, all right, Leo, right? This isn't just about you, Leo, right? This isn't just about you, Leo. No. Oh shit. I'm just like, no, are we good here? All right, cool. All right, guys, your daily jazz. It is the 18th, well, where I'm at, guys, because remember, I'm other side of the world from you guys in the States, but it is the 18th of September, 2025. That breaks down to 999, number 18, again, the number 9. Very much strong Sagittarius energy too, by the way, today. Jupiter freaking expansion energy. Being that it's Thursday, Thursday is ruled by planet Jupiter, Sagittarius energy. Sun in Virgo, moon's in Cancer right now. I'm going to make sure I timestamp myself, right, so I don't get lost and whatnot. But I do actually have some channeled messages here first for each of the signs. So I'll go through each sign, obviously, and then we'll have a look at some cards. All right. What else do I need to do or say? What else do I need to cover? I don't know. Shit, if you need to know anything, right, look in the description box below. I've got also tomorrow morning, I think this same time, we'll be doing the grouped elements, but we'll be doing like earth signs, divine masculine, divine feminine. So that'll be with Simrex tomorrow. So for you guys in the States, it will be Thursday night, I believe. 8 p.m.? Now I'm getting confused. I know you just said it like a few minutes ago, but I think it's, 8 p.m. Eastern time zone for you guys in the States. And for us over here, my side of the world, it's 9:30? Yeah, 9:30 in the morning, Central Standard Time Zone here. So, all right, guys, let's get into this reading. We're going to be starting out with Aries. Let me get my pen out so I can actually timestamp. I had to start a fresh notebook for this. It was just so nice, like, starting a fresh notebook for this, right? Made sure I wrote really neatly and, started my notebook off really nice and really nice and in order. We'll see how it gets by the end of the next couple of months. But, all right, Aries, let's get into what it is that you guys need to be focused on right now. Let me have a look at my timestamp. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to drag it out to 5 minutes because I can't. I like it to be just rounded out time, Look, call me OCD, call me whatever the fuck you want, but that's just what I like. Now, it's funny, Aries, because, like, I've been sitting here, right, like, obviously waiting to launch, right? I'm seeing 212 on my screen, but also, I don't know, something about the eyes, right? Something about my eyes has been really irritating me since, like, I went to sit down and start this. So, could be something maybe that you're needing to really, really focus on, really, really look at the moment, all right? And it could be something maybe that you're even ignoring, right? There's something about something in the eyes, right? Maybe something's in the way of your, I don't know, somebody could have freaking eye problems. I don't know, right? But anyway, something about the eyes. All right. Are we at 5 yet? We are at 5. Aries, so you could be seeing, now this isn't going to be necessarily for everybody. I did pull some numerology for you guys to get some messages through as well. So we've got I want to give you guys a bit of a confirmation here from Spirit as well. So not only are we going to look at, you know, what you need to be focused on, but you'll probably get some confirmations out of these messages. But Aries, what I got through for you was that there's an indication here that whatever it is that you're doing, whatever actions, whatever effort that you're putting in right now is leading towards your life's path, right? So whatever that path is, your destined path, right? Whatever your goal is, it's leading you towards the path that you're wanting to go in, all right? So keep focused, keep going with whatever it is that you're actually actioning at the moment. But also we got a message about trusting the divine timing of things, all right? So there could be, you know, things maybe playing out a little bit slower than what you've hoped. Things could also speed up in a way that you didn't expect as well, all right? So just trust that the timing of the way that things are unfolding are exactly the way that they need to be, okay? But either way, if you are putting in effort right now, Aries, you are leading yourself towards the correct path. So that's a good thing for you, I guess. We're also looking about Capricorn and 11th house, right? So your 11th house is all about your hopes, your goals. It's also about your friendship groups or the people that you're around at the moment, and it's also about luck. All right, so there's something here about discipline, right? With Capricorn energy, it's all about discipline right now when it comes to your hopes, right? Oh, FG, look at you, it's been a while. Yes, I am doing all signs. What is it that we need to focus on right now? So we're with Aries at the moment, but good to see you in here, man. So yeah, it's about really getting discipline about what it is that you're hoping to achieve right now, okay? So being really, really decisive and clear about what those goals are, and then making sure that you are absolutely committed to those goals and staying really structured and disciplined within the steps that you're needing to take right now, all right? So really, really hyper-focused here on that discipline, that action right now, all right? So I don't know, because you guys have been working hard, right? I've seen it throughout the whole collective. Everyone's been working hard. But if you want to get to those goals, Aries, right, you're going to have to keep taking that action here. If I split my deck here, we've got calculated purpose. So this is absolutely about moving with intention here. And again, being really, really clear about what are the goals, okay? What are the goals and what are the necessary steps that you need to take in order to achieve those goals, right? So Spirit's asking you to make sure that you maintain practicality here as well, right? Being wise about situation, again, being reasonable about what you expect from yourself, but also, you know, how you expect things to play out, okay? For some of you guys, if you haven't been on your healing journey for a while and you haven't worked out what your goals are, I'm just getting as well with theta long position. So you could have been stagnant for quite some time. It is really important right now that you gain your composure and again, look at what it is that you're hoping to achieve moving forward. Right, set those goals and then start moving with that intention, right, with calculated purpose through those tasks in order to achieve the outcome. All right, so but I want to say again as well, be reasonable, be mindful about what you can achieve right now and what needs building upon at the same time. All right, so we got Zeus here, justice, order, wisdom. Okay, this is about you really connecting into your leadership skills, Aries, right? As a natural born leader, it's about you leading yourself correctly here down the right path. So for some of you guys, if you have been procrastinating or, you know, you've sort of just come out of maybe a shitty situation and you're not really sure about the direction you want to go, it's definitely time to assess the situation, right? Assess where you're at, assess where you want to head. And again, be reasonable about what it is that you're trying to achieve. Don't overload yourself or shoot too high. You want to slowly climb that ladder, I guess you could call it, okay? For some of you Aries, it's absolutely time to pick a path, okay? So again, there's a bit of stagnancy here for I'm going to say a portion of the Aries collection, because for most of the Aries that I read for on a regular, you guys are already in that, very much choosing the direction you're wanting to go and absolutely working towards that, right? But there are going to be some of your Aries collective that isn't quite there yet, right? Isn't quite there yet. But again, you know, only you can make those changes happen, Aries, right? Only you can get that momentum going. But you might need to, like I said, take a minute to sit and think about what you're actually trying to achieve here, and then think about what steps it is that you would actually take to achieve said goals. All right. But it's time to choose something. All right. Let's have a little look, see. Oh, there's a split deck there, and I've given this a good shuffle before. This is a moment of breakthrough, right? This is where you're going to be able to cross over from, I want to say, like one existence into another, okay? But again, also seeing things clearly. Also communicating directly with the universe what it is that you are hoping for. And again, taking those actions that clearly speak back to the universe exactly what it is that you are willing to do in order to achieve those goals. All right. 333 on my screen over here. Aries, you're manifesting, man. You are manifesting. I've also got, it's also 9:39 on the clock. What is that energy about? Now, it's interesting because we did say about that 11th house, right, also being about groups, friends, things like that. Aries, there might be some people here that you really need to take a step back from. There are some maybe unhealthy energies or people in and around your energy right now, which could be impacting your ability to have that focus and discipline. I'm getting as well, maybe this could be watchful eyes, people talking, right? Talk around you, that sort of thing. But just be careful, just be mindful of what's going on around your energy, and make sure that when you're feeling energy that's not yours, you call it out as not being your own, okay? Aries, I don't know why this is going this direction right now, but there is somebody here that's somebody's watching you and they're struggling to walk away from that, and I'm not sure why. Oh, somebody's getting a new outlook on that. Oh, we got a tower moment coming, hey? I don't know, maybe Aries, somebody's getting some sort of different perspective on a situation that they had with you, right? Which is bringing down someone's tower here, right? Making somebody crumble. Now, it could also be that you've got people that are watching you that maybe aren't in the best space here, okay? That are finding it really difficult to leave behind situations maybe that you've overcome. All right, so it could be that also as well, that maybe you're helping people to be inspired as well, to make some sort of changes, okay? So as a leader, Aries, right, again, this is going to be different for everybody. Again, take what resonates out of that message, because that could go one of two ways. But I do feel like those of you that have, well, I was about to say, I wonder if it's a Gemini too, right? But anyway, it doesn't matter, right? Gemini can do whatever the fuck they want, watch, creep, whatever. Anyway, I feel like for some of you, Aries, those of you who, like I said, who've already started on this path, have been putting in the effort, already in the momentum of things, that people are watching you make those changes. And it could be, like I said, inspiring people who have been stuck in the past, who have been in toxic situations, around toxic friendships, things like that. Maybe watching you really cut back on giving certain people your energy, right? And just that clarity, right, that you're bringing maybe through your own actions here could be something that people are seeing that's creating some sort of change here, right? Not a bad thing. Well, Aries, this is about your stability, right? Feeling secure with where you're at, particularly surrounding your finances. There is a very, very heavy focus around your finances at the moment, Aries, whether, you're just trying to rebuild your finances, whether you're trying to, expand your wealth right now. It's about making good decisions here, making good business moves, right? Making good money moves, thinking about the long-term future. All right, so for some of you guys, you could be in business here as well. And I feel like for those of you who probably are in business, you're probably not in, I'm seeing 444 on my screen, you're probably not in a position where you're still trying to choose what you're doing. You're already there. You'd already be there. For those of you guys that aren't, that's the message, that you need to stop procrastinating, right? It's time to pick what direction do you want to go and start really putting in the work. If you want that stability, okay? If you want that long-term stability, if you want to have that peace of mind, then you're going to have to pick how do you want to go about this? What direction do you want to go? But like I said, make sure you're taking that time to assess your situation and really have a look at what your goals are and then move on from that. But I'm getting pretty much, for those of you that are already kind of there, the only thing that Spirit needs you, again, to just be a little bit mindful of here is, yes, you want to bring in that financial stability, 4, 5, 6, right? I'm saying 4, 5, 6. Yes, you want to build that stability through these changes to get that balance, but maybe let go of I want to say, the heavy focus on the materialism aspect, okay? It's not about the amount, right, or any of that. What this is about you, again, right, making those moves towards your goals, right? That's the focus. Don't focus on what the outcome's going to be, of how much reward it's going to bring. Spirit want you to let go of that. Just start making those moves, or keep making those moves if you've already been doing that, okay? If you've already been doing it. If you're feeling a little bit down and depressed right now, Aries, about something as well, okay? Because I'm also getting this very dualistic message here right now for you guys. You could be feeling a little bit pessimistic as well about the pace of something, Aries, right? Maybe something's not moving. God, I got something in my eye here. Right? Yeah, something's definitely going on with the eyes here, Aries, right? Like, what is it? You're not seeing that finish line. Is it getting a bit disheartening or something like that? And it could be, right? It could very well be. But it is what it is, right? You just got to let go of the need to know the dollars and cents and the bottom line at the end of the day, okay? Just get moving, right? Just get moving with it. It is going to be slow, right? Anytime you are building this kind of stability, right? This isn't a page. This isn't a knight. This is a king, right? It takes time to build a kingdom. It takes time to build that kind of wealth. That shit doesn't happen overnight. So the sooner you let go of the attachment to the amounts, right? Or how much you're trying to go after right now, the easier this journey is going to feel for you guys. I was almost going to get caught up in the comments, but I won't. You've got options here, right? It's the first time I'm going to say this is options, because we ain't talking about love here, right? But there is things that the divine are presenting to you at the moment. You got to keep your eyes peeled as well for opportunity, okay? Keep your eyes peeled for opportunity. But Aries, trust in the divine timing of what this is, right? That's where we started out with that channeled message. It's definitely about, you know, again, just keep taking that action, right? You're eventually going to get to where you're going, as long as you keep taking action, all right? So, and I know you want to see some sort of finish line, right? You want to see some sort of progress, but you are making progress, probably more than you actually realize, and probably more progress that's actually more beneficial for your long-term stability than what the bottom line is of the dollars and cents, all right? Love you, Aries. Love you. All right, Taurus. That was definitely longer than I wanted it to be, but anyway. Anyways, all right, Taurus, let's have a little look, see what do you need to be focused on here. We had Jupiter and Aries coming out here as well, but let's get your little channeled message over here. Look, Aries, woof. Taurus, you are being called to let go of fear and control, okay? You need to let go of fear and control in order to have some sort of spiritual growth here, and to be able to really embrace some sort of new, fresh start. Until you let go of that fear and control of the way that something, again, plays out, I very much get, everyone's kind of focused on end goals here. And again, that could be manifesting in a way that you actually don't want, right? It could be actually counterproductive to what you're trying to manifest. But if you're wanting to really have this fresh start and have some sort of opportunities here, Taurus, then you need to let go of the control and fear, right? And particularly surrounding the past, right? Past energy. This is about you having some sort of expansion process here with Jupiter energy, and also really, really being action focused, right? I'm going to say between me and Simrex's channel, right, Taurus reads haven't been great, right? right? They haven't been great. And you've been keeping yourself stuck in some sort of past existence. Not expanding, not growing, not changing, not having that new beginning, still sitting in a place of the past, okay? So let go of it, right? It's probably already done and dusted, right? So your fears of releasing that, right? That, you need to let go of that too, right? There's no point in being afraid of what's already gone, Taurus. It's already gone. Already gone. It's also about you being brave, right? Being brave about taking this new journey, having that courage to take that new journey. As I split here, Taurus signs, man, I feel like Spirit have been nagging at you, man. Nagging at you, right? Pay attention. 433 on my screen over there. You need to pay attention. It's also 949 on the clock, right? Straight under that, the heart card. It's time to heal these old wounds, Taurus. This shit is not serving you. Whatever it is that you're holding on to, whatever fears, whatever control, whatever you're trying to control, it's already out of your control. You've already lost control the moment you tried to control it. All right? It's time to ground your energy out, Taurus. Get grounded. Get focused. You are an earth sign. Okay? You could be very, very much up in your head at the moment, Taurus, about things. All right? But it's time to heal those old wounds. This isn't serving you anymore, whatever it is. I don't know if you're waiting for somebody to try and nurture a situation with you at the moment, Taurus, but you need to nurture you. You need to nurture what it is that you're building, what it is that you're growing, how you're operating through life. I'm seeing 99 on my count over here. There is something that you really need to just put to rest here. It could be a commitment from the past too. It could be. 355 on my screen over here could be significant. Again, yeah, I do. I feel like you are holding on to something that has to do with some sort of commitment from the past. That is why you're not moving forward right now. Got the Aries card coming out. Be strategic, yes, okay, but don't act out of ego right now. Do not act out of ego, right? It's time to be strategic in the moves that you make. Taking some sort of action here to, again, bring about these new opportunities. A little bit of gratitude as well, Taurus, wouldn't go astray here. You know, being grateful for what you actually do have and not focusing, right, on what you don't have. Let's start focusing, Taurus, on the good shit. And if there isn't good shit, Taurus, then you need to create that. It's up to you to create that. But you're not going to do that by still holding on to some sort of fear and control. Time to let go of that. New horizons here. Bottom of the deck, I just saw the Fool, right? So you're ready for a new beginning, okay? That new beginning's sitting there waiting for you to step into it, all right? You just need to take action. That's what Spirit needs you to focus on. Making some sort of decision here to take action, because no one else is going to do it for you. That's what you need to be focused on. Not wanting to see, right? Not wanting to see the way things truly are at the moment, Taurus, is not going to help you, okay? Taurus, man, Taurus, right? The past has got you feeling so insecure and unsure of yourself. It's time to, again, just let that go. That's not a part of your world anymore. That's not a part of your world anymore. But you're still stuck in that energy, right? This is why you're lacking in that stability. Stop focusing on that past situation, whatever that was, right? It's time to start taking action towards your life, right? It's time to get balanced. This is about you getting some sort of justice here for yourself, and no one can bring this about but you, right? Letting go of this, right? You need to absolutely work on letting go of the shit that's going on in your head, right? At the moment, I'm feeling Taurus energy has been very, very much in their head about a lot of things. Definitely not as grounded as what you should be or could be. Time to make a decision here, right? How do you want to be living right now? Do you want to keep living in this state, in this energy? Or do you want to make some shit happen? Because I had 303 written down with your numerology. Spirit are ready for you to start manifesting. It's just that you've got to actually choose that. You've got to make that call to do that. And move forward with confidence here. With courage. With bravery. Leading yourself correctly. That's where you need to place your focus right now, Taurus. I think that's pretty much all we need to get for Taurus, right? But that's where you're going to get to that stability that you're looking for. But until you focus on taking some sort of actions to change your situation, ain't nothing changing, baby, right? So focus on action, taking action. Lights, camera, fucking action, baby. 10-10. 10-10 on the count, right? Let that shit go, Taurus. Done, dusted, dead, right? New life. All right, let's have a look. Timestamp. I'm going to go 26 for Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's have a look. Gemini, you need to embrace your unique talents at the moment, right? Spirit want you to focus on embracing your unique talents, okay? What is something that you are uniquely good at? And if that's a part of your future dreams, then Spirit are really wanting you to follow those dreams. Make sure you're embracing positive energy when working towards whatever that is. I'm seeing 424 on my screen at the minute. All right, but embrace your unique talent at the moment. I've also got Venus in 10th house, okay? So this could be about, again, you know, when we're talking about your unique talents, following your dreams here, 10th house, we're talking about your career, okay? So this could be very much career-based here. And it's something that, again, whatever this is, it's something that you love, right? And if there is something, Gemini, that you do love, that you're uniquely good at, that you can make a career out of, that's where Spirit want you to go. That's what they want you to focus on, okay? They want you to focus on manifesting your dreams. Now, this message probably won't be for everybody, right? It probably won't be. But for those who it resonates with, right, that's what you need to be doing, is just following those dreams, okay? Take control of your situation, right? Embrace, like I said, embrace that positive energy, right? You've got the ability to change not just the outcome of the situation, right, but the direction in which you're headed, okay? And again, anything that's unique I don't want to say anything that's unique is going to have success, but generally things that are unique, that aren't the same shit different day that everybody else is doing, is going to spark interest. And the second you start to see achievement in whatever that is, Gemini, you're going to start to feel that pleasure. You're going to start to feel more motivated. Listen to your intuition. Really follow your gut on what this is. You got some power here, right? Focus on the moves that you need to make this dream come true. That's what it is. You need to be focused here. What moves do I need to make? What moves do I need to make in order to make this happen? Again, it's a unique talent, so not everyone's going to be able to do whatever it is that you do. We're also getting gratitude here as well for you, Gemini, coming up. So again, gratitude could go a long way, being grateful for what you already have. If you're feeling a little bit out of balance, maybe spending some time out in nature as well could potentially help right now. Help you maybe even to see things a bit more clearly, to gain a bit more positive energy. But this is about you expanding here, right? There's movement that you could be having right now, especially when it comes to your career and any kind of, again, unique gift, unique talent that you have, Gemini. It's there. So for some of you guys, it could be an artistic talent, right? It could be a creative talent here. But again, whatever it is, it's, what am I getting? Jupiter again, right? It's expansion time. Time for you to expand into the avenue that you've wanted to. I want to say, don't sit on that idea anymore. You're an infinite being with infinite potential to create. Well, nurture what you're wanting to grow here. Courage, empowerment. Whew, double courage and empowerment, right? So it's going to take a little bit of courage. But I'm telling you, Gemini, that when you step into that and you start following those dreams, what really sets your soul on fire, what you really love, you are going to have that abundance. You're going to feel empowered. Things are going to flow nicely. Things are going to flow nicely. Give me a couple of tarot over here, please, Spirit. What does my Geminis need to be focused on? I need to really shuffle this deck. Actually, let me get another deck. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to shuffle that up really good. We've already got some pre-shuffled decks out here that are going to be a lot better. 422 on my screen. Might want to go look that up, Gemini. What it means in relation to you, where you're at. Alright, Gemini. Did I just see a flipper? I did see a flipper. There is something here that you need to, when it comes to your finances, you really need to focus on recovering here as well. Okay, so if you have been struggling with, I want to say as well, it could be even spending habits. Right, you could have some bad spending habits here that are putting you in some sort of lack at the moment. Time to focus on how to rebuild that, how to get yourself out of that situation. You need to get rid of that self-doubt, Gemini. That self-doubt isn't helping here. That self-doubt is certainly not going to get you out of this space. Courage, empowerment, right? You need to be focused on balancing things out here. Making sure you're not overdoing too much as well. Making sure you're maintaining all different aspects, not just your finances, but your energy, your time, all of it, in order to, again, have some sort of recovery from this situation. There's ships that want to come sailing in the background in here. But at the moment, they're just sitting on top of rocks. They're not out there in the ocean. They can't sail anywhere. They're just sitting up on those rocks. Positive outlook. That's what we need to be getting. A positive outlook on your situation. That's where your focus needs to be right now, Gemini. Hope it helps, babies. Hope it helps. Love you. Definitely some things, though, that you need to leave behind here, Gemini, that aren't serving you right now in your situation. Not at all. All right, Cancer. Let's just get, I want to try and shuffle in. I want to try and multitask over here. What? say, wait, it do? Come on, man. You're going to have to speak. We're going to have to speak proper English up in... No, I'm just joking. What it do? We're just doing what we're doing. How are you, loyalty? All right. Cancer. Message of perseverance, baby. Stay determined, right? Stay determined. Trust your intuition. I got Gemini and third house, okay? So there is definitely something here about communication or some sort of communication coming in. This could be spirit trying to communicate with you as well through your intuition here about staying determined, right? Staying on the path that you're already on. It's like I get the energy of breakthrough for some of you Cancerians, right? Breaking through. Could be a breakthrough to some sort of emotionally stability, right? Some sort of emotional stability here. Spirit, why did I do that? Right? I did say breakthrough, right? I split the deck. Can't make that shit up, right? Give me my oracle cards. Get over here. You're welcome, FG. You're welcome. How are you, DR? Can we just like get rid of the space between the DR and just call you doctor? Can we just do that? Waiting for the Libra section. And from memory, I think Libra was Libra's alright. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing to focus on. Could be a little bit hard, but alright, Cancer. Man, look at you, right? You're learning from past mistakes out here, getting your life in good order. Aren't you? Getting your life in good order. Keep persevering with whatever that is. Diligent, right? Diligently working towards your goals. Stay determined. That's where Spirit want you to place your focus right now. Stay determined. Have confidence here as well that whatever it is that you've been persevering through, whatever it is that you've been pushing through here, Cancer, you are absolutely on the right track here, baby. Right? You are on the right track. So keep moving forward in your intended direction because you're doing good, right? You're doing really, really good. Be mindful of potential jealous energies around you as well. Since you've decided to go down a particular path here, Cancer, you could have some energies around you that aren't quite happy, maybe feeling jealous, or I don't know, did you have a breakthrough that maybe they couldn't have and they're feeling jealous about the fact that they haven't been able to break through something? Could be. But don't give up now, right? Hope is all about not giving up now. And that again ties in with that perseverance. Stay determined. Because I feel like, again, you're almost there. Could have a good little surprise coming in here too. Could find yourself nice and surprised about how things turn out because the fact that you have stayed determined and you've persevered with your intentions, with what you're trying to move forward towards. I like that energy for you, Cancer, right? That's a good place to be at. Not saying that the rest of you guys aren't at a good place to be at, but that's a nice place to be at. I like that energy. I do. Abso-fucking-lutely, loyalty. There is always room for improvement. You could be letting go of some sort of conflicting energies here as well, right? Just letting go of anything that it's not worth fighting for. Not worth fighting for. Focusing more on yourself. Feeling confident, right? Make sure you recognize, Cancer, like you're doing freaking good right now, right? Have confidence in yourself. Because you're doing good right now. Balance, baby, right? Learning how to find that balance. So again, just keep moving through whatever you're moving through. Just stay determined and focused right now. Even if you are facing some sort of challenges or adverse kind of energy, right? Just stay determined, because I feel like you're almost to like the other side of something, right? You're building this resilience, man, that I don't know, maybe you haven't had before, right? It's a good energy that you're in right now, Cancer. I really like that. I really like that. All right, love you, Cancer. Keep on keeping on, babies. Leo, man, we could be here all day with the shit you still need. No, I'm just joking. I love you, Leo. Leo, you need to trust what's happening spiritually for you right now, all right? You need to let go of what doesn't serve you and really trust your spiritual path, especially for those of you that have really dedicated yourself to your spiritual path. If you've been questioning that lately, you just need to keep carrying that faith, right? Hold that faith. You are on the right path for spiritual and emotional growth. And I know there could be times where shit feels like it's starting to go really downhill, or you could even be feeling some days like you've taken backward steps. But the one thing I can assure you is that this is all a part of the experience and the journey. You just need to continue to trust what's happening. Keep paying attention to the signs. Watch your communication, Leo. Right? Don't be getting snappy at people. Right? Leo, Jupiter and 8th house, baby. Right? So you're expanding and going through some sort of personal evolution here, right? And it's some massive shit that you're going through. Right? Some massive shit that you're going through. Again, this is, like I said, it's really about just trusting what's happening, trusting that it's all a part of the process, baby. It is all a part of the process. Jenny, if you would like to book a personal private read, I do offer pre-recorded reads through my Etsy store. I also offer live video readings as well, if you would like to. Or you could also join up as a member and get little mini reads whenever I do members' lives. Woolsaw, Leo. Love you, Leo. Just trust these changes, baby, right? Just trust these changes. This is what you're going through right now is so that you can have a different experience here. Now, I know it just might seem a little bit like wishy-washy at the moment, okay? But you got to keep trusting it. You got to keep trusting it. If you've been kind of passive at the moment, Leo, what you need to focus on right now, Leo, is taking that control back, getting back in control of I don't want to say the journey and the flow, but of yourself, right? Of where you personally are at, how you're showing up, what you're committing yourself to. Man, shit, you might even need to, like me sometimes, Leo, just take control of your mouth, right? And it could be hard sometimes, right? It could be real hard, but... You've got the ability, right, to get through whatever this is, Leo, but you got to just, like I said, trust what it is, okay? Happiness is a choice that you can decide upon right now, and you can choose to enjoy this journey. You can choose to focus on seeing the ups and downs and seeing the sometimes conflicting energy that you could be feeling as something to be happy about, right? Because that's life, right? You're doing life. I am breathing. You are. Your experiences are helping you to expand here, Leo. You got to just trust that that's all a part of, again, all a part of the process. The other thing is, Leo, as well, with that whole trusting in your spiritual path here as well, there's also some tests that are being thrown in and amongst the mix as well. So please make sure that you are focusing and bringing into focus the lessons that you've already learnt here from the past, okay? To make sure that you're not making the same mistakes that you did in the past. 422 on my screen there. Pay attention, Leo. Ooh, what wanted to pop out underneath that? Getting grounded, right? So yeah, you could be feeling a little bit airy-fairy at the moment, needing to get grounded, but your intuition is shedding light in this moment. Could also be having some crazy shit going on in your dreams. Again, Leo, just trust, man. Trust that what's going on is for your greater good, right? The one thing, like I said, you need to stay focused on right now is remembering the lessons. 10:10 on my clock here. Remembering all the shit that you learnt from the cycles that you've already completed. Staying in control right now, even if you feel like you're not in control, just trying to stay in control of at least the way that you're emotionally handling the situation. Make sure you're staying grounded there, right? Don't let yourself get carried away with your emotions. You've got a bit of a good surprise coming in here for you as well, Leo, right? And maybe it as well, you might find it quite surprising about how things turn out, even with this kind of up and down, wishy-washy kind of energy. Have confidence here, okay? But again, I don't know why I have to keep saying focusing on the lessons that you've learned. They're going to be really, really important right now throughout some sort of energy that you're going through. All right, you're going to need to draw upon those old lessons, the old bullshit, right? Just had to call it some bullshit right there, right? Because it was some bullshit that you had to learn, Leo, but so that you can have a better future, baby. Just make sure you're not forgetting that, okay? So try and bring that into focus this week in particular. All the shit that you learnt from those past experiences. Oh my God. Look, loyalty, it's bad enough that every day I'm up here, like I start humming the McDonald's tune, and I don't even eat fucking McDonald's, right? But really? 50-cent cheeseburgers? Jesus Christ. Because that's what your country needs, right? More opportunity to indulge in obesity, right? Seems fitting. Anyway. Again, making sure that, you're just not letting, I want to say here, like if this were in the reverse, like this would be, immaturity, emotional immaturity, right? But making sure that, we're keeping on top of where we're at right now, Leo. Making sure that you're focused on that. Okay. Stay focused as well on any projects or work things that you've got going on at the moment. They will help to keep you grounded and stable. Okay, so if you're feeling a little bit like, oh, what is this, man? What is this, Leo? You got scoliosis going on out here? And maybe that's another thing, right? Time to focus on, if you feel like you're still carrying this heavy load, right? Start focusing on how to get that off your fucking back. All right, get that shit off your back and go see your chiropractor. Stat, Leo. Stat. You're loving it? God, can we not with all the Macca's references here? By the way, I didn't get my timestamp for Cancer or Leo, so I'm going to have to go back now. Great. Look, Leo, if you're feeling like, you know, you're overwhelmed right now, right, and you're getting yourself some scoliosis out here from carrying all this shit, then baby, take a break, right? Spend some time focused on just getting a break too. Again, Leo, you're going to know where you're at with this because I'm getting a whole different variety of Leo energy here, right? And I know from my channel when I read for you, Leos, we're here, there, and freaking everywhere. Everyone's at different stages of the process. Okay, so for some of you guys, you're having this like emotional shit going on. Focus on work. Focus on controlling those emotions. For some of you guys, you're overwhelmed by I don't know what. It could be too much on your plate. You could be overdoing it. Right? You need to focus on getting more rest, right? Spending more time just chilling the fuck out sometimes, Leo. Not pushing so hard. Either way, Leo, the wheel's turning, man. I feel like, again, if we're talking about those of you Leos that are on, like, and I mean like a real deep spiritual journey here, but like, it's already part of the destined path, baby. This is all a part of what's happening. So just trust it and continue to, again, let go of whatever's giving you scoliosis out here, Leo. All right, we're not taking no scoliosis with us to the next phase, are we? Nope. Love you, Leo. Love you. But, I mean, as a Leo, I'm going to say, man, some of you Leos need to really, really get your shit together, right? Like, really get your shit together. Not just fucking say you're getting your shit together, actually get your shit together. All right? As a Leo who does a lot of Leo reads, and I have to tap into that energy a lot, man, I'm going to say, some of you guys, man, you're not even faking it till you're making it at the moment. All right? Sitting in a very victim mentality, very, very bad place right now. All right, Virgo. Whew. Mercury in Virgo, Sun in Virgo. What are we really digging deep into right now, Virgo? Are we pulling apart somebody's communication, pulling apart the way that we're communicating, perhaps? Let's get that timestamp. I'm going to put that at 47, even though I continued on from Leo, but whatevs. Whatevs. Either way, I'm going to have to go back and look at Cancer on that now. What? Hold up. Hold up. What? Look. Oh my God. I don't. I think that's a bit far-fetched. I think that's a bit far-fetched. Well, you should have been more specific, right? That's all right. I think Simrex is a bit of a sucker for the Aussie accent too. Evidence. Check the card of you. Check the card of you. Come again? Huh? What? Yeah, where did we get 13 from? Where did we get 13 from? Holy shit, man. Can you guys learn to type? Expecting me to just... Whew! Woolsar, Leo, just don't Leo Mercury this shit right now. Just breathe, girl, breathe. It's like hypnosis. Wait, Simrex is obsessed with me saying mocha, right? Mocha. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what that is, right? This is just weird to me. It's just weird to me. I'm trying today, right? I'm really trying today. Hey, Libra, right? Libra. Calm your farm, right? Hold your freaking horses. You know where we're at, Libra? And I'm telling you right now, Libra, you need to go balance your shit out, right? As a Libra moon, I'm not dealing with that shit, right? I'm not checking shit for you, right? You understand? We're not checking shit for you. I'm reading for Virgo. Well, we're trying to read for Virgo anyway. Man. Like, and you know what? The only reason why I'd even speed up and get to the Libra read evidence is probably for loyalty. Not for you while you're demanding shit out of me right now. Right? We don't do demands on Leo, right? We don't do demands of Leo. It's not how it works up in here. I'm not you, loyalty. No, man, you're cool. You're up. But don't worry about the snakes and the spiders, dude. Like, I've lived here for 40 years. I'm still alive, right? I was saying to Simrex, this one's got deer walking down the street in his neighborhood, right? Like, we don't have kangaroos just bouncing around out here, right? Like you guys think. Anyway, Virgo, let's get it, right? Oof. Virgo, now it's interesting because as I was chatting to this man, like I didn't even think about it, right? But now that I read what we've got going on here for the Virgo energy, definitely will say that this will resonate for a couple of the Virgos that I know. Oh no, you didn't. No, you didn't say shit wrong, loyalty. You're good. Kangaroos are not our dogs, right? Kangaroos drown your dog if you. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna let you guys have your little outlandish, conversations about Australia. Well, me and Virgo get to me and Virgo, right? Holy shit, Virgo. I know you've got more patience than Leo does, that's for sure. You are aligning with your spiritual path and your higher purpose, okay? But for some of you Virgos, it's time to really actively step into your role of supporting others with your gifts, all right? So if you've got gifts and talents when it comes to supporting and helping others, it's time to, like I said, actively step into that role. Mercury, Neptune, okay? So this is, like all about communication, healing through the way that you communicate with people as well, right? I mean, I know a particular Mama Bear Virgo energy that definitely helps to fucking calm my fucking ass down when I need it, right? Yeah, man, pigeons aren't restricted just to, like, the States, dude, right? Pigeons are a worldwide freaking problem. Virgo, let's have a little look here. Realize the power that you've got, right? You got some sort of gifts here, some sort of talents here. Again, something that could be very healing to others. And maybe it is just the way that you communicate, right? Maybe it is just the way that you take time to really evaluate the way that you should communicate something with a particular person. Leading by example, standing up for what is right. I feel like, Virgo, you've got a strength here that people around you definitely lean on, right, and depend on. Very grounded energy. As I say that, right, we've got very grounded energy. This could also be about you finding new ways of communicating that has an ability to heal others. But actively, right, with purpose. This is about somebody who's got purpose, who has potentially healing gifts, or just the gift of healing others. It might not be that you do that as a job. That's where Spirit want you to focus on. I want you to focus on sharing that with people around you and supporting others, right? There's something about here, like, again, yeah, it's about, and I don't want to say like you pouring into others like you don't pour into yourself, Virgo, right? But this is about you pouring into others. And it has something to do with, again, the way that you say something, the way that you communicate something, or the way that you are able to really assess the way in which you should go about communicating with people, right? Love of honor and self-sacrifice, man. So this is about honor and a bit of self-sacrifice, but I don't mean the bad kind, right? This is the kind that actually gives you something back, right? It gives you satisfaction back, seeing others being able to heal through your words. Maybe your words of kindness, your words of wisdom, your words of support. All right, so if there are people around you, Virgo, right now that you can see that could benefit from that, then it's time to actively step into that role. Nurture what you're wanting to grow, even the healing in others. But if you've got that gift, Virgo, right? Because your intuition is definitely shedding light on some shit out here, isn't it? If you've got those gifts, man, it's time to step into that. Especially if you're a light worker, right? If you're a light worker, healer, intuitive, psychic, medium, whatever you're into, right? That is designed to help humanity, help other people. And you've got that talent, you need to be stepping into that. That's your call to step into that. So that's what your focus needs to be, stepping into that position, right? I want to say a position of power there. Could be a position of power. Power to heal others. I don't know, maybe you're a therapist. Maybe you're stepping into being a counselor or a therapist or, don't know, some sort of peer support work, something of that nature. I was just seeing my candle that's burnt down. It's like melted into the puddle of a shape of a frog. You have the ability to help others. Again, you know, release trauma, pain, hurt from the past and help them get moving. Well, DR, maybe it's time to start actively helping those other people. If you have been called to actively help some of those people in your life, maybe it's time to see things a little bit differently here about how you can actually help. Maybe this is the message, right? You actually realizing that you're actually far more helpful than what you've been allowing yourself to be. But now is the time to start actively stepping into those roles, right? Where you see you can help. That's it. You step up, step in. Again, this is again for those of you that are energy healers, right? Light workers, starseed, whatever you want to label yourself here, right? But whatever this is you having some sort of gifts and connection to source. You having something. We have done Aries. We're up to Virgo. You have that gift, right? You have these gifts. You are being called to use them. You're being called to focus on actively stepping into that role, right? However it is that you need to do it, to whatever capacity that is. It's not going to be the same for everyone. For some people, it's not even going to be your full-time job. It's just going to be something that you're being called to do. And if you are being called to, then time to take action there, babies, right? Focus on stepping into that and supporting others. Libra. 12:21 on the count. Libra, you are being guided to move forward and progress to some sort of next stage or next level. So, I don't know, you could be maybe methodically working through something, or you're at a place where you need to put an end to something and like move forward and move on with life. All right, it's going to be one or the other. You do have a lot of divine support right now during some sort of transition that you're going through. So if you are going through a transitional phase, again, you're actually being divinely supported, even if you think you're not, right? You are. Divine is there supporting you with this, right? But if you haven't moved, if you haven't made changes, if you have been procrastinating on making those changes, then you need to focus on how to get to that next level, how to get to that next stage, 111. Again, you could be going through some sort of awakening here. Capricorn, Virgo energy. Discipline, right? Discipline about the way that you look at things, right? You need to discipline yourself and really have a look at some shit here, right? What is it that you need to be doing, Libra, in order to reach this next level, in order to get to that next phase, right? There are some changes here that you're going to have to make. Right? There might be some changes that you still need to make at the moment, right? Spirit could be trying to show you some signs on exactly what it is that they're trying to get you to change, especially with that divine support during the transition. So I don't know, there could be numerology, right? You could be seeing, you could be getting, messages through movie lines, lyrics, somewhere. There are somewhere that Spirit are trying to, again, show you as well that you've got that support with whatever it is that you're trying to progress through, right? But there's like stages, right? And it's like you're moving up and up to the next level. You need to be a billionaire? Well, you need to come up with a billionaire's idea. You need to have a billionaire mindset. You need to probably not be just hanging out on tarot channels. All right? I'm telling you right now, billionaires aren't out here just hanging out on tarot, are they? They're out there being billionaires. You've got the ability to change some sort of outcome here with this new beginning that you're having. But you got to take control, right? Take control of the stages. Recognize when you've fulfilled a certain activity, a certain task, or a certain thing, right? And then be ready to, again, level up next time. 422 on my screen over there. But you do. You've got... It's like whatever this... wherever they're trying to guide you, whatever this next level is going to bring a sense of refreshment and renewal for you. And that's why you're being asked to take control, right? Take control of the change. That's it. Money isn't everything, man. Do you know how many people are fucking rich and they're still poor? Right? You can have money, man, still be fucking broke as fuck, right? Spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Money isn't everything. Yes, it makes shit easier, right? But for some people, it also makes your life really fucked up. I mean, shit, imagine being a drug addict and winning $1 million on fucking lotto. You can kiss your fucking life goodbye, mate. That's what you can do with that money. Libra, if you've been like super focused right now on some shit, you might need to put some focus into actually doing something good for you right now. To uplift your spirits, right? Maybe to get you motivated for that next level. Do some shit for you too, Libra, right? Do some shit for you too. It's okay to have some fun, to have good times for you as well, in and amongst all the hard work, leveling up, sorting out everybody else's shit, right? You still got to look after you and do what makes you happy. Okay, but next stage, next level. Up the ante, right? I don't know, do you need to up the ante on something? Up the ante, baby, right? Up the ante on that shit. That's it. More money, more problems. More money, more bitches, right? Oh, shit. Oh, we're still going, Loyalty. We're still going. We're going to pull a few tarot cards here as well. Pull a few tarot. We want to take that. We want to take that. Hey. Just be careful, Libra, right? That you don't lose control, right? That you don't lose control of yourself here, right? I don't know why it's coming out like this, okay? And it could be time to see maybe where you've lost control here. You know, just try and see it from a different angle here on where maybe you could potentially have lost control and then need to level up, need to up the ante. Right? Because that could be very much a possibility. And maybe it is that you just need to take a bit of a break, right? Do something fun, re-inspire yourself, get refueled for life again. Again, I don't know, are you focused on a loss at the moment, Libra? Like, is that what you're focused on? Trying to rebuild from some sort of loss? Yeah, look at that. And you're super focused on work right now. But it could actually be, you could actually be being slightly counterproductive here, right? Because you're worried, right? You got fears, doubts. Can't be sitting in that energy, right? So if you need to, Libra, take a break. Take a break. Well, at least you know that, Loyalty. At least you know you're not in any position to do that. But I'll tell you what, when you get to that position, you're not going to be having to run from the females that you attract in, because you're going to be showing up in the right energy, right? And straight away, when someone tries to approach, and I mean, as a man, right, if a woman's overly trying to approach you and like she's chasing you, she's definitely not the kind of woman you want to be with anyway, right? As a man, as a leader, right? Yeah, sure, a woman can show interest, right? But essentially, a man goes, this is the woman that I want to have by my side, right? This is who I want to ride or die with. I'm choosing her. That's what Divine Feminine wants anyway. We don't want to have to sit here and choose men, right? Because then we are the man. I mean, we're out here being boss mama, boss daddy, fucking independent, all this shit. And on top of that, we got to make the moves and fucking choose you guys? Hell no, right? It's not going down like that. But it's good that you know that you're not ready for that. That's the one thing that shits me to fucking tears with most of the reads that I do, is everybody thinks they're fucking ready for love, and they're not. They're still codependent. They still have abandonment issues. They still don't even know what it is to be independent and fucking love themselves 100%. How the fuck are you gonna love anybody else if you don't know how to love yourself? I know it sounds so fucking cliche, but until you get to that, it doesn't compute the way that it does when you actually get there. Well, you know, that's the thing, right? You don't want to be attracting thirsty bitches, right? Especially if you're trying to recover from shit, or, you know? And that's it. You will trust again. But like exactly what Amber said, you will have discernment. Your intuition will be on point. You'll see red flags fucking from a mile away, right? And if you dare go near that red flag, mate, then you just surrendered to freaking temptation, didn't you? Because we all know how we can all be at times, right? We all know that. It is cliche, but true. Okay. So I don't know, Libra, is that what it is, right? You are. You maybe need to stop focusing on whatever this was in your life, Libra. That you gotta stop focusing on that and start focusing on moving forward and making the progress that you want to make here. Right? Not on loss and, you know, it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. Right? It is what it is. And ain't anything gonna fucking change that, right? Unless everything in the situation changes. Don't over isolate yourself either at the moment, right? We don't want to go into over isolation here. Lose complete touch of reality and other people and all of that. Like we don't want to go that direction. Yes, protect your energy, but don't retract to the point where you're disconnected. Right? It's about moving forward, not moving backward. You feel called out, isolating. Where you got Libra, girl? What are you feeling triggered for? We're talking about Libra. 122 on my screen, 445. But that's the thing, man. Like you know, we want to feel connected. We want to feel part of something, and then what do? We disconnect, right? We try to actualize. What goes up in our head is I'm all alone, nobody cares, we try to actualize that. We try to make that our fucking reality so we can justify that fucking feeling. Right? We can't be doing that shit, right? We cannot be doing that shit. Oh man, there's some crazy ways to make big money these days, right? But not all of them are above board, right? Well, I don't know, Loyalty C, I don't know, man. Do we want to be eye for an eye? You know, we know what happens when we're all like eye for an eye, man. Shit, we all be walking around here fucking blind, right? Who's that gonna fucking help? We need to be able to see right in front of us, right? To be able to see what moves we need to make and what different choices we need to make in not having certain energies around us. So you'd rather run away? Oh, he's scared. That's good. That's exactly what you should do. Because you're worth that much, man. All right? We're all worth that much. We are. If you're not really sure, well, just pick any direction right now, Libra, and just start moving there, right? Your focus right now is to just make some sort of progress to the next level. That's what I want you to focus on. But you can't do that by, like I said, retracting, you know, isolating, focusing on the losses of the past, giving too much to everybody else and everything else, and not balancing your shit out, right? So, love you, Libra. Hope that fucking helps, man. I don't know if it did, but look, either way, right, you got divine support on whatever you're doing, right? Hope that all makes up for it. Hey, Scorpio, man. Scorpio. Can I at least get a timestamp this time? Because, man, I've been shocking with these timestamps right now, and I'm going to hate myself having to go back and watch all that shit. See, I can't be responsible for timestamps when I'm all out here on my own. Scorpio. All right. Scorpio. Hey, baby, you need to focus on what really matters, right? What actually brings you the most benefit right now. You are aligning with some sort of divine guidance that's been given to you, but you could be spreading your focus too thin and trying to focus on shit that actually just, it doesn't actually do anything for your situation right now. Okay, so the focus for you right now, Scorpio, is to weigh up what is 4, 5, 6. What is actually bringing you benefit with what you're doing right now in life, and what either can go on the back burner or be completely let go of, right? One of those two. This is definitely interesting energy here, right? 6th house. So this could be about job, right? Your job, daily routines, things like that. And like I said, needing to let go of some of the things maybe in your day-to-day life right now that of just unnecessary fluff, right? Or again, serve no good fucking purpose. Like just no good purpose at all. We also had Leo energy out here. What are you worried about? Trying to keep up appearances? All right. Something about trying to keep up appearances, right? With the way that you're going about certain things in your day-to-day. And some of these things just aren't, like they have there's nothing. They bring you nothing. They bring you absolutely nothing. And they are literally for the sole purpose of you needing to feel like you appear in a particular type of energy, maybe to the people around you, and that shit's not serving, right? Your focus right now needs to be on only what is benefiting you. Everything else needs to just be chucked in the fuck it bucket, left there, burnt in there, whatever you need to do with it, Scorpio, right? But stop worrying about how you look right now with what you're doing. That has absolutely no fucking good reason to even be a part of your day-to-day life, right? Just let that shit go. He's feeling triggered. He's like, I've got to run for the Scorpio read. I can't listen to it. Yes, I did do Leo. Yeah, I did do Leo. This is about here with that path of virtue, right? I'm going to say it's about choosing what's meant to come on your path right now and what just isn't, right? And this isn't about keeping up appearances, okay? So if you're focused on keeping up some sort of appearances right now by doing some sort of tasks or jobs, right, either in your day-to-day life or in your work life that, again, just serve no fucking... I'm going to address that question in a minute, Jamila. Just give me 1 sec, right? Just hold up. Wait a minute. But yeah, if you're doing shit just for appearances right now, Scorpio, maybe even trying to micromanage the way people see you, the way a situation is being viewed by other people, right? Man, you just need to fuck that shit off, right? Your focus needs to be on letting go of what doesn't benefit you right now. Tying up loose ends. You need to restructure yourself here, okay? You need to restructure some shit here. Don't overthink, right? There's no overthinking this shit, right? It's not about you trying to appear any type of way. Especially if whatever it is that you're doing, Scorpio, has no benefit to you right now. That's just wasted energy, man. That's like wasted fucking energy. You could be investing it into the things that do bring you some sort of benefit here in your situation, all right? So be careful, right? Time to get a grip on yourself, Scorpio. Be mindful of toxic thoughts that lead you to toxic actions, right? Especially like keeping up fucking appearances. What is this? Keeping up with the fucking Kardashians, right? Like, who gives a fuck, right? You're not here to keep up appearances for nobody. That shit's not serving you, right? So don't be sitting there in that toxic energy like that where it has no benefit. Start pumping that and focusing that energy into something that actually brings you something good, right? Because it doesn't matter how the fuck people see you. Okay, you need to gain your composure here, right? Use your wisdom. Use your noggin. That's what you got it for. All right, use your brain. Let's get you a couple of these. All right, don't be coming out here with no scoliosis out here, Scorpio. All right, no scoliosis card today. Scorpio? What, you trying to play rich in front of someone? Is that what's going on here? What you got going on here, right? What's this? Because whatever you're doing, man, like you haven't lost. You're in a state of loss, man. No benefit. No benefit there. You need to focus on balancing yourself out right now, Scorpio, right? I don't know. Again, what are you trying to play rich? Keep up appearances? Don't know, man. It's weird energy. Some weird energy, right? You've already been given some sort of guidance here that has already helped you to recover and align from something, right? Are you going above and beyond now, trying to make it look like, I don't know, to another extreme, right? It's not about extremes here. All right, extremes here. Scorpio, you need to stop worrying about what the fuck, man. You're not even loving on yourself, man. You don't even have any self-love here. You don't even have any self-love. I don't know. What are these appearances that you're trying to keep up with here? If you've been given that guidance, Scorpio, on how to align yourself, right, you need to get back to focusing on that, not on whatever this is going on, because you're creating some sort of stagnancy here for yourself. Because, again, no benefit. There's no benefit to whatever that is, right? Keeping up appearances, man. Keeping up appearances. I don't know. Why the fuck would you try and keep up appearances? Unless you're an actor, right? Time to take off the blindfold here, okay? See clearly, man, that shit just... Nope. Right? Let it go. Whatever the fuck that is, man. Keeping up appearances. Love you, Scorpio, man, but you don't need to be keeping up appearances for nothing, man. Right? For nobody. Just do you. Jamila, I mean, I'm doing an all 12 signs read, and look, I can respect someone who's checking into rehab tomorrow, but what exactly do you want a card for? What, to confirm that you're doing the best thing for yourself? What do you need a card for? I'm just curious, right? I'm just curious. To confirm that you've made a good decision? I'm just curious. I'm just curious as to why you would why you'd need a card. Hi, Saji. Jamila, I'm going to say it like this. As an ex-drug addict who did 4 months of intense recovery, all right, I also used to hustle. You don't need a card for this shit. You don't need a card for this shit. What you need to do is stay committed to the process. Don't give up when shit gets fucking hard, right? When you're given a recovery plan and you are at risk of relapse, follow that shit. Make sure you stay connected to the right support. There's a time to rebuild yourself. I don't know if you're going like in clinic or how you're doing it, right? Or what the circumstances are. But the outcome of this is what you make of it. That's what it is. Spirit can't tell you what the outcome is. This is self-determined. You're the one who's going to rehab, babe. It's determined by your dedication, your action. What you put into it is what you're going to get out of this. One thing I can tell you, after a good 4 months of being clean off of whatever it is, drugs, alcohol, doesn't matter what the fuck it is, I'm telling you now that you will feel a new level of clarity that you haven't had before. That's for sure. But this isn't a spirit can't tell you how the outcome's going to be, because you have free will. I mean, I could sit here and be like, oh yeah, it's, you know, you're going to, I mean, shit, as I pull this card, right, this tells me that fear of change, or that you haven't wanted to make change. But you're sitting here telling me that you're going to rehab tomorrow. This is not a tarot question, right? It's just not a tarot question. This is a question of self-determination. How bad do you want it, right? Oh my God, I was about to start Tupac. How do you want it? Anyway, my mind's gone all over the place. But how bad do you want to get sober? How bad do you want to get clean? How bad do you want to give yourself the best possible outcome here? And let me tell you, it's not going to be fucking easy, right? It's not going to be easy. Not at all. Not even slightly. I'm not even going to sugarcoat that shit and tell you that this is going to be fucking easy. It is going to be the fucking hardest thing you ever fucking do in your life, right? But you know, once you get through that, everything else that you've ever been through is like a fucking walk in the park. Because if you can get through that, you'll cope with other shit, right? You'll learn how to cope. You'll learn with the strategy that they give you. But when you are close to relapse, don't disconnect from people, okay? Make sure you stay connected, right? The opposite of addiction is connection. That's what we say over here in our fucking recovery programs, right? The opposite of addiction is connection. So make sure you stay connected to good people. People that you can express yourself, that understand you, that maybe have walked the same path as you, right? Because, man, people that haven't been through addiction don't fucking get it, right? They think people like, we just all choose to fucking go out there and fuck our lives up and, you know, try to numb our happiness, right? People who are fucking drug addicts aren't out there trying to numb their fucking happiness, right? Let's just get that fucking straight. They're out there trying to numb a fucking level of pain that they don't know how to fucking tolerate. That if they didn't do drugs, they'd probably be more likely to fucking end their own life, right? I fucking get it. So if anyone who hasn't been through addiction, who hasn't traveled that fucking path, well, lucky for you, right? You're lucky that you've had the stability, the support, or whatever the fuck it is that the rest of us didn't fucking have, not to go down that path, right? But it's certainly not something for fucking people to judge, right? And it is a fucking huge deal, man. It is a huge fucking deal putting in that much fucking work to get clean, right? But it's the best thing you'll ever do for yourself. You'll finally understand what it's like to truly respect yourself. You will then have higher standards of the way people treat you, right? Because you're not going to let... If you're not treating yourself like shit, you're going to stop letting other people treat you like shit too. A lot will change. It is going to be a long fucking journey, right? Don't give up. Even if you stumble, man, don't give up, right? One fucking day at a time. Just one foot in front of the other. But pay attention to those strategies. And as fucking airy-fairy as some of the shit they might tell you sounds, apply it, right? Apply it to your life consistently, day in, day out. And I'm telling you, you will see the fucking benefits of it. Not just in you recovering from any addiction, right? But for you being motivated for life again. You being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel and have hope and faith that you can have a better life. But the outcome is solely dependent on you because you're in control. This is your power, right? You don't need to give that power up to anyone or anything anymore. You've made the choice to do something, right? Now you got to make the choice to stay committed to it and see it through to the end. I love you, man. I wish you all the best with that. I fucking do, man. It's hard fucking shit, man. It is fucking hard shit. Absolutely fucking hard. Alright, so anyone who has fucking done it, gone through all that shit, man, you should be fucking proud of yourself, man, because most people don't even fucking understand, even fucking slightly, how fucking hard it is, right? When you've got so much trauma and pain, man, that you've just been suppressing already fucking for years, and then you go down the fucking path of drugs because you're like, man, if I don't, I'm gonna take myself out of this fucking world, right? Man, people who haven't been through that can't fucking understand that shit, man. You can't. No matter how much you want to fucking judge it, whatever, man, it just... that shit's got no fucking bearing on those of you who've been through it. But to those of you who've come through it on the other fucking side, man, I'm sure you can attest to what I'm saying here, is that it changes your fucking life. It changes your life in ways that you didn't even imagine. Because it's not just the addiction that you're healing. You're healing the trauma behind the addiction, right? You're learning how to reprogram your brain. You're learning how to find new ways to cope, new strategies, right? It gives you so much more than just not being on the drugs, you know? And yes, we will see you. I do hope we see you in a few months, and I hope it all goes well. Right? Just try and remember what I've said, right? You're in control here. Just as much as you think that you're out of control, you're not. You've made a very, very wise choice here, right? Dedicate yourself to it. Dedicate yourself to you. That's what it is. It's you dedicating yourself to you. Sending you lots of love and healing, right? All right. Saggy. Oh. Saggy, baby, when it comes to your career and finances here, right? When it comes to your career and finances, there's something blah, 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 blah. There's something about you needing to let go of fears, right? If you keep taking action towards your goals, you're going to either get yourself on the right path or you're going to continue to track on the right path, okay? But there's something about fears, right? So we're needing to drop that. Focus on, thank you. Focus on releasing those fears, dropping those fears. That's where you need to place your focus at the moment. Okay, we've got Saturn energy. So we're really looking at that commitment, right? You committing yourself to a process which helps you to release any fears or limitations that you've set upon yourself that is impacting where you'd like to be in your career and the way that you'd like your finances to be right now. All right. We've also got something here about communication here as well. Gemini and third house came out. So I don't know how that kind of ties in, right? And that might tie in a little bit differently to all of you. Could be as well maybe that you're finding some sort of communication challenging, or somebody could be challenging you via some sort of communication, right? And that could be a focus or something that you need to focus on navigating through as well. And I don't know if there's maybe some fears about somebody coming forward with some sort of challenging communication where, again, you're going to have to face some sort of fear, some sort of fight or flight response, right? Don't know what that fucking means, but I guess you're going to find out, Saggy, right? But either way, right, it's definitely, we definitely need to let go of, again, whatever we're fearing here when it comes to career, right? So that's where the focus needs to be, on releasing whatever that is. Trust your intuition here, right? Not that little annoying voice that tells you I can't and this and that and all that. Follow your heart here, right? Let go of those fears and follow your heart. Your intuition and your heart, okay? I get for somebody, this is like something that means something to you, right? It means something to you. Whatever this is, it's like important. It set your soul on fire, Saggy, right? This is whatever this is, set your soul on fire. Okay, so I don't know, you've been procrastinating a little bit because of this fear. It's time to get moving, baby. Time to get moving on that, okay? Fishing. Throw in a line, see what bites. And I still look at it straight under that, Aphrodite. This is something you love doing too, Saggy, right? It's something that you've got a lot of love for, a lot of passion for. This challenging communication could also come through in the form of somebody who's envious of you at the moment, right? We've got jealousy coming out. I don't know, you got people that are envious about what it is that you're doing or the way that you're communicating, or, I don't know, somebody's just communicating in a way which is very, very, I want to say underhanded and dirty. The energy's a bit underhanded and dirty. So just pay attention, man, to people that aren't celebrating your wins that are around you right now. But I don't know, this could be, again, some sort of challenging communication from somebody who's a little bit jealous maybe of where you're at or what it is that you're doing. Maybe it's your idea, right? Something about the idea that you have, okay? But Spirit don't want you to give up. They definitely don't want you to give up because, again, this is what you love, right? Something about you love whatever this is. Don't be afraid of what it is that you love, okay? Be afraid of not ever doing what it is that you love by not trying, okay? So we need to, again, just time to test things, right? Test yourself. Trial and error. I just got something about trial and error as well. You could be also feeling as well, Saggy, like you need to have something perfect before you do something. Sometimes it is a process of trial and error. But the focus right now needs to be on releasing that fear. Whatever it is that's stopping you from actually doing that thing that you love most, that's what we need to be letting go of. Like I said, as long as you keep taking action towards whatever this is, you're going to be on that right path. It's not going to be wrong. Feels so right, it can't be wrong. You know what I mean? Especially if it sets your soul on fire, right? That can't be wrong. That cannot be wrong. Unless it's, of course, Carrie, just don't even, right? Don't even. I was just about to make a really bad joke. A really bad joke, Saggy. Oh, what are we doing here? That's way too many, Spirit. Way too many. What's this lack of balance that we're feeling, right? What is this? Feeling like you won't have enough, there won't be enough. Fears, right? It's just a lot of fears about how this is going to go. But again, all Spirit want you to focus on is keep going, right? Keep going with whatever that is. Do what you love, Saggy, right? Do what it is that you love. Saggy, man, seriously, were we really that? What are we worried about? What are we worried about here? Worried about not being able to, like, balance things out? Again, not having enough? Not being able to cope? What is this? What is this that you love doing that, what, does it not bring in financial abundance or stability? Is that what it is? Could that be the fear? Or you're not sure if it's going to make you something? Don't be giving me half a deck here, Spirit. I want to say, be bold, be brave, be wise here, okay? Also, really, though, be logical, right? Be logical. If it's something that you love that isn't going to make you anything, just do it anyway, right? Because you love it. Not everything has to equate to some sort of, you know, great financial balance in your life either. Maybe it's that you need to balance out whatever this passion, and I feel like for somebody it could be a passion, right? Passion for something, we're very passionate about something. That maybe, yeah, look, it is, we're worried. What are you worried? We're worried about not having that stability. Maybe it's that you need to be doing both, right? Give part of your energy to, you know, whatever is going to bring you in the stability that you're worried about, that you're feeling insecure about, but also doing what it is that you love, right? And trying to balance that out for yourself, okay? But don't be afraid, right? Don't be afraid of whatever it is. What did you just find, right? Things are turning in your favor. Again, as long as you keep taking action here, right, you are going to keep moving forward in the right direction. Yeah, I feel like, Saji, you're letting toxic thoughts stop you here, right? It's either toxic thoughts or the people around you. Could be, again, that communication. But whatever it is, man, you shouldn't be letting that stop you, right? Look at that devil just pissing in this one's ear, man. Just like fucking pissing in somebody's ear. Get the fuck out of Saji's fucking ear, man. Get the fuck out of Saji's fucking head. Love you, Saji, but yeah, focus on letting go of that fear, all right? That's what you need to focus on. Capricorn. Oof. 9 down, 3 to go. I better hurry up too. I've got a private read in like half an hour. Anyway, we're getting through it. We're getting through it. That's a lawyer in Saji's ear. Fucking yeah, lawyers, liars, whatever you want to call them, dear. Right, same thing, right? Same shit, different name. What's so rough about today? Who's had a rough day? $11:01, Cappy. Make sure I write down this bloody timestamp. Oh, yeah, allergies. Cappy, find balance between your spiritual pursuits and your practical needs. Okay, so, I don't know, I could be talking to a Cappy here who's quite deeply into their spirituality here, who could be maybe placing the pursuit of spirituality above practicality. So, Spirit want you to focus on practical steps to achieve your goals, both on the practical side and the spiritual side. Find balance, right? Pluto energy was here with Aquarius. This is definitely about, you know, you going through, or you're going through some sort of, again, some sort of changes here. Maybe you're wanting to make some sort of changes here. Maybe you're really trying to place too much focus here on a particular change, right? Or a particular avenue of transformation. Again, if you're too overly focused on, your spirituality, right? You're going to have mishaps and shit fall apart in your practical third dimensional world, okay? So the focus here really is to find a way where you can balance both those sides of you, where you're not putting one thing above the other, right? Or not putting one thing as higher importance, okay? Because you could end up seeing yourself having a bit of a, man, am I going to say it like this? A kerfuffle? Who even says that, right? I don't know. It can't be why I said kerfuffle. That's not even a word I use. But anyway, you could end up getting yourself into a bit of a kerfuffle with whatever you've got going on in your third dimensional reality. So you don't want to be sacrificing your stability right now to go down some sort of spiritual path because you've decided that you want to focus on transforming and changing, and you get what I'm saying, right? Let whatever that is happen naturally. Right? Let whatever that is happen naturally. Yes, follow your heart in the situation, but don't force it, right? Don't force whatever this transformation thing is when it comes to your spirituality, right? It's not about forcing. You need to approach the situation with a bit of wisdom here, level-headedness, because again, you put too much focus into one and not the other, you're going to get yourself well and truly out of fucking balance here, right? Well and truly out of balance, okay? Pull back, all right? Spirit want you to pull back for a minute, okay? Pull back. Check yourself, Cappy, before you wreck yourself, okay? Make sure as well that what you want in life, your goals, your dreams, also your morals, your values, right, are also in alignment with where you're at in your practical world, where you're also at spiritually, right? But don't, I don't want to say it, man, like, don't, I'm getting like this overcommitment to something, right? Somebody being overcommitted to something, and it could potentially fuck up your stability for right now. That's the only way that I can say it. Spirit's like, that's exactly how you need to say it. Be careful that you're not getting too deep into, oh, but I need to be doing X, Y, Z because that's the spiritual thing to do. And next minute, fucking, you don't even have a fucking roof over your head, Cappy, because you're like, I'm going to go fucking meditate in the fucking mountains and like, you know, just be careful. Be careful here. Not everything's a fucking sign either, Cappy, right? Not everything is a sign. Not everything's a sign. Just be careful that you're not, again, placing one avenue of life here over the other where you're going to lose stability, right? So you need to gain a bit of control here, right? Gain a bit of control here. Use your wisdom here. Like think logically here. If I do XYZ and follow XYZ, right? If I go meditate in the mountains for the next fucking month, right? What's going to happen to my job? You get what I'm saying, right? So just be careful, because I know someone's on this fine line, man, of putting way too much focus into, oh, I need to do what Spirit are telling me to do, and I need to do this, and da-da-da-da-da, and like, Spirit's just like, chill out, you need to fucking watch your back right now, because you're about to fucking lose everything, right? Being almost, I'm getting it's almost like obsessive, right? It's almost an obsessive, you know, fixation on spirituality over practicality here, right? Which is not going to be good, right? Because the second that you lose your stability, man, fuck your spirituality. You're gonna be up shit creek. Gonna be up shit creek here. Don't overthink this shit, right? Don't overthink it. Again, not everything's a sign here as well, Cappy, right? Not everything's a sign here. And I'm going to say here with that micromanaging, right? It's like, again, that obsessive fixation on, but, you know, if I do X, Y, Z spiritually, da-da-da-da, this is going to play out, da-da-da-da-da, right? Like, you can't manage the situation like that, man, right? You can't change what the divine's going to do, not do, right? Give you, not give you. But don't let it get you to a point where you've lost focus on what's practical in your life right now and what's already working. I don't know why I need to say that, man. That's going to be very, very specific for very specific Cappy, but I don't know, it's very weird energy, man. I don't know, I got a Cappy somewhere around the midst, or someone's going to fucking watch this who's just a little bit overly focused on making sure that they're spiritually doing everything correctly, right? But Spirit don't want you to fuck up your stability in the process of doing that, Cappy, right? It's not meant to. It's meant to go hand in hand here. That's what it's meant to do. It's meant to go hand in hand. Yeah, you're gonna delay some sort of progress here when it comes to seeds that you've planted, shit that you're working on here, right? All trying to have some sort of spiritual growth, okay? Need to make a smart decision here, right? Need to make a smart decision here with judgment coming out, right? You need to make a good judgment call here on what's actually practical, you know? If I go on a fucking sabbatical for the next 3 months, how's my mortgage getting paid, right? Like, you're gonna have to just try and balance out that logic with that spiritual shit if you're real focused on it, thinking that that's gonna be the answer to everything, right? Because it's not. Because you're gonna lose the stability that you already have. And you're gonna create for yourself a whole fuck ton of delays, right? Maybe even going backwards. Gotta touch the dusty TV and just get your hands dirty in the world? Huh? Say what now, dear? Just give me one more for Cappy, please. Man, Cappy, be careful that it doesn't, again, create some sort of losses here, a loss of an opportunity. Doesn't get you unmotivated, right? You're gonna just have to stay present in both your third dimensional and spiritual aspects here. Like, thanks for saying that, SJ. I don't need to remember that I need to dust either. I'm glad that he triggered that memory for you, but did you have to do it for the rest of us by putting it out there in words? But I don't know. I'm just, Cappy, man, yeah, there's something a bit worrying about whoever's energy I'm picking up on, man. I'm just searching, soul searching for the truth, right? Searching for this, that, and the other, just that, the most highest level of my spirituality. Man, you're going to end up fucking losing your shit out here, right? That's what you're going to do. You're going to lose your shit out here. You're going to lose your shit out here. I love you, Cappy, but, man, don't be so focused on trying to please spirit right now, right? Especially if you got stability right now. That, you've already pleased spirit. You've already pleased spirit, right? You've got that stability, but don't lose yourself, man, third dimensionally to your spirituality either. Stay freaking grounded, Cappy. 11-11. All right. Aquarius. Oh, God. Man, Aquarius, we still wrapping up cycles out here. Is that what we're still doing? All right, we're going to go 144 on the timer there. Could be significant. There's also 511. On my screen over here. Oi, 10 down, 2 to go. Now I can go. Man, Aquarius, I don't know what this is, right? Still 11-11 on the clock there. I don't know. Your second house, 7th house, right? This is about your security, possessions, your money, and also about something to do with partnerships, relationships, or marriage. I don't know if, Aquarius, you are still trying to wrap up some old shit here, right? Because we've also got with the channeled message that there's a conclusion of a particular phase or cycle that you've been in or going through. That's, again, it's wrapping up, right? Spirit needs you to focus on, man, having faith in yourself right now, right? So I don't know if you're worried about maybe because of the end of a cycle or an end of a phase. I don't know. There could have been a divorce. Maybe there's a marriage, a relationship, something coming to an end, and you are worried about your financial stability, your security. But you're going to need to have faith in yourself here and the path ahead. Whatever you're going through is going to help you to grow, to change, to build resilience. And either way, the energy that I get here is you're not going to have a choice, right? Because the cycle's ending, right? It's a conclusion. So you're going to have to dig deep, Aquarius, dig deep to find that faith, that belief, that confidence, right, that you can. Could be doing a little bit of procrastinating here, right? Maybe it's just you just don't know which direction to go or how to do something as well. So you kind of just sit and like just, I don't know, waiting for maybe something to unfold for you. But the way maybe that you're thinking about things could also be very, very unhealthy here. Could also be causing you delays, right? This could be causing you mental delays here, the way that you're looking at something. You're going to need to spend some time here, and it's going to, you know, bit by bit, step by step, but you're going to need to focus here, Aquarius, on releasing this heartache, man, right? Releasing this heartbreak, this heartache, right? These old wounds, right? Because whatever you're holding on to there from whatever's concluding here is potentially what is also, I don't want to say stripping your lack of self-faith, but to a degree it is, right? So courage, empowerment. You've got strength, right? You should have got to dig deep and bring it out there. 515 on my screen. The path ahead, Aquarius, isn't going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But there are solutions, right? There are solutions available to you. Might not be the solutions, Aquarius, that you want here, okay? But it is what you need, right? It is going to be what you need. Pay attention, right? Pay attention to what Spirit's maybe trying to show you, alert you to here with Apollo, truth. And do not let this sorrow, right, consume you and put you in that space of doubt where you actually can't pull yourself out of it mentally. Don't let yourself get to that place, right? Because there are solutions here available to you. Again, might not be the solutions that you want, Aquarius, right? But they're the solutions that you need right now, and you need to take them, right? You need to take them. Don't let small little problems get in the way either right now, okay? Focus on the big picture. But have faith. Especially in the path ahead, because I feel like for whoever I'm talking to, Aquarius, it's going to be difficult, right? It's not going to be an easy path. Let's get you a couple of oracle here. Yeah, there's a lot of purging to do, man. Aquarius, you still got a lot that you need to just get up, get out. All right, you got to purge whatever that is, man. Can't hold on to that. It can't come with you. That's just dead weight. That's going to stop you from focusing on... Oof. What are you afraid of, man? Like, you're afraid to make those changes, right? But you're going to just stay exactly where you are. And I'm telling you, you're not going to secure yourself. If that's what you're worried about, especially for financial security, you're not going to be able to manifest anything in that energy. Nothing at all, right? You need to work on your emotional fulfillment, healing, and again, having faith, right? Having faith that things will balance out in time with you actively working on it, right? It's time to pick a path. How do you want this to play out, Aquarius? You want to make this harder for yourself? Or do we take the solutions that are available? Right? You've got all the tools you need here. You've got everything you need here to release all that shit. It's all within you. But you got to have faith in yourself, not hold on to whatever that is. Whew. Aquarius, man, complete whatever that cycle is, man, because one way or another, baby, you don't have a choice. There's a conclusion here of a particular phase or cycle, whether you accept this or not. And the sooner you learn to accept this and focus on that healing, right, growing your independence, your stability, your self-confidence, right, that's what's going to help you through. So that's where we need to focus right now. Not on the fact that it's happened, right, but on what we can now do after this conclusion, right? After the end of this cycle phase. How are we going to let go of all that shit so that it doesn't create more lack, right? More financial instability. No, I don't know. Am I talking to a stay-at-home wife or something? Like somebody who didn't work? Somebody who doesn't have, I don't know, job skills? Some shit? I don't know. But you got tools. You got abilities there. Use them, Aquarius, right? Dig deep, baby. Dig deep. Focus on your healing right now. All right, Pisces. Whew. Far out, man. I'm exhausted after this, and I've still got an hour-long private reading to do after this. It's all right. We're all good. We're all good. We do what we got to do up in here. All right, Pisces. Let's get into yours here. What we got? Focus on positive actions and thoughts to manifest your desires. Okay, and trust that your financial needs will be met. So, Pisces, don't be focusing on the lack right now. Right? Focus on the positive thoughts and actions that will tell the universe that you are open to receiving. Right? But if you go the opposite way, you're going to manifest more loss. You're going to manifest yourself more financial burdens, right? By sitting there worrying about that, okay? So focus on the positive thoughts and actions, okay, that are going to help to align you with what you're trying to create here, with what you're trying to manifest. Not with what you don't want to manifest. We don't want to be doing that. 505, some changes need to be made here. Gotta make some changes. As I said that. Bassage, you gotta make some changes, man. I ain't shitting you, right? Even the cards want to tell you. But there are some changes you're gonna need to make, and particularly in your mindset here, right? Particularly in your mindset. Maybe even like, you know, again, going back to gratitude here, right? Gratitude could go a long way, just being grateful for what you do have. Telling yourself that you've got what you need here. Time to take charge. Okay, time to take charge, especially when it comes to your thoughts, your thought patterns, and how they could potentially be impacting the areas of your life which you don't want them to impact. Right? So if you don't want to manifest loss, stop focusing on that. Right? Start focusing on what are the positive actions I could take here. Okay, happiness is a choice, man. We can decide upon that right now. Okay, and there's solutions here, Pisces, man. There are solutions. Stop focusing on the problem. Let's focus on the positive solutions. All right? Uplift your vibrational frequency. Then you're going to be able to manifest what you want. But if you're going to fear the lack, that's what you're getting. You're getting the lack. That's all spirit can give you until you overcome that fear and learn how to put yourself in that positive energy to be able to manifest these things with ease, without difficulty. All right? So let's go over here. Wow, circus music. Circus music. Yeah, we're definitely worried about not having enough, aren't we? Empress in reverse. You're going to have to let go of that. And again, focus your energy, positive thoughts. And give a fuck, Pisces. Fake it till you make it if you have to, baby, right? Fake it till you make it. Subliminals, affirmations, whatever you need, right? But try and be solution focused right now. Try and look for the solutions. Try to ignore the problems right now because you're just going to keep manifesting more problems. The more you focus on that, all right? I know, right? But look, you got the Star in reverse and the Devil coming out right under that. Pisces, man. This is, you know, that's why. Because you're feeling like hopeless, right? Mentality, right? Very toxic. Very, very toxic. You know? So, and that, like I said, that's not going to help you at all. That is not going to help you at all. All right? Time to dig deep here, baby. Dig deep. Dig deep. Pisces. Right. Try and ground your emotions here, right? Balance out those emotions. Try to recognize as well when you're letting your emotions get carried away with the situation and that you're getting caught up, right? Be emotionally mature about the situation. Oh, Mia. Oh, man. Pisces. Come on, man. Seriously. Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You got to focus on releasing that energy, right? That's going to manifest you a fucking shitstorm, Pisces, right? 11:22 on the clock. That's going to manifest you a shitstorm, right? You sit in this energy for too much longer, man, with that Star in reverse and that Devil there. Oof. Pisces, man, you're going to start manifesting yourself the exact fucking opposite of what you want, right? And the other thing is, if you are the kind of person that overspends when you're worried about your finances, you got to cut that shit out like right now. Like right now. Look at where you can tighten up. Look at the changes that you can make, right? But This energy, man, that's got to stop, right? Because you're about to manifest yourself into some shit storms of a situation here, right? A real fucking shit storm of a situation where, man, you think that lack's hard. You're gonna be so far up in your fucking head, not knowing how to backpedal out of this shit, right? It's gonna feel very, very consuming here, right? It's gonna feel so consuming that you're not gonna have the motivation after that, right? Don't let yourself get to that point. There are already solutions available to you. You just need to try to find them, right? Try to stay positive. You can only do what you can do as well, right? But there's probably more that you can do other than stressing about this shit. Keep worrying about what you don't have, because every time you do that, boom, you keep manifesting that same shit over and over and over. Why? Because Spirit wants you to have fucking growth here, right? Spirit wants you to grow from that lack mentality. And you can't do that if you don't overcome these fears, right? Spirit's only going to give you what you need right now. What you need isn't to have better finances. What you need is to have more faith. What you need is to let go of the fear of lack so that you can manifest. Right? That's what it is. It's an interesting ride, isn't it, Anne? You know? I mean, it's sometimes all right if you've got a bit of good company that comes with you on that ride to hell and back, right? Oh, shit. Pisces, man, I love you, but you got to be careful here. You got to be careful, baby. Get that head in check, right? Get the head in check. All right, guys, I'm freaking exhausted. I've got 6 minutes until I have to do a personal private reading. But yeah, like I said, we've got to do what we've got to do sometimes. Guys, I hope, you managed to dig deep and find that focus, right? And again, let go of what you don't need to focus on. Really bring into focus these things that Spirit are just, nudging you. We just did Capricorn. We've done all the signs, so you should be able to go back. Where was Capricorn's at? Did I write it down? 1 hour 34 mark was when we started Capricorn, all right? But I love you guys. Thank you guys for those of you that have joined me, especially you, Simrex. You're a fucking amazing human being. Actually, I shouldn't tell you that because you're an Aries and you'll get a big head. But anyway, I love you guys so much. If you guys are interested, me and Simrex will be, so in the States, Eastern time at 8 p.m. And if you're on my side of the world, Australian Central Standard Time, 9:30 a.m., we are doing the elements. So we're doing earth, air, water, and fire, but we'll be doing for divine masculine and feminine for those elements, right? So we'll be reading for those tomorrow if you guys want to join on my channel. Also, guys, go check out Simrex's channel as well. And yeah, anything else you guys need will be in the description box below. Love you guys so much. Look after yourselves. Until next time. All right, bye for now. Mwah.